Hi guys, Splatter Trigger here, and I got a little slight announcement to make here. Recently I was invited to be a guest on another podcast. I was invited by my good friend Critical Failure over at Tiger Claw TV, which is his YouTube channel. And aptly named, his podcast is Tiger Claw Radio. So he invited me to be a guest on his recent episode, and had a blast, man. And so if anybody's interested in checking it out, just basically just over an hour long conversation between him and I about gaming and some other stuff. So if you guys are interested in checking out, I'll leave the links below to his YouTube channel, to his podcast. You can subscribe to him on iTunes if you wish. He's got a lot of episodes under his belt thus far, so hopefully you guys can check him out. And once again, Critical Failure, thanks for having me on. And here's a couple of minutes of the beginning of the podcast for you guys to listen to. So hopefully it'll pique your interest, and head on over there and check them out. Take care, everyone. Thanks for listening and watching.
Take it easy and solve the school lunch problem with SPAM. S-P-A-M.
こんにちは、タイガークローラジオ。You are listening now. Back J.
You are listening to Tiger Claw Radio. Number 1 in vintage computer and video game entertainment. And now your host, Critical Failure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Critical Failure, and you are listening to Tiger Claw Radio. Today on the show we have special guest Splatter Trigger. Now, when we recorded the interview, unfortunately I didn't cut him off at 45 minutes, as per the normal format, so I don't really have time for anything else but the interview. So before we jump into it, a couple things I want to say. First off, I want to remind you that I do have a side project podcast. It's strictly music. It's called Reels of Fury. It's just tracks clipped from cassette tapes, strictly cassette tapes. So there's a link on the this episode's description if you want to check that out. Now, Splatter Trigger is a YouTuber, and if you've never seen his work, over on TigerClawTV.com, I'm accompanying this episode with a little sampler of a couple of his videos. There's also a link in the description where you can shoot over to his YouTube page and check out all his stuff. He's been around for a good long time now, a couple of years I think, and he's got a pretty large array of videos, and he's a great guy. The interview went really well, and I think we got some good radio. So here it is. Here's the interview with Splatter Trigger right here on Tiger Claw Radio. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Critical Failure, how are you?
How you doing?
It's been an aggravating evening, let me tell you.
I think from the sound of it, you and I are having the same night for the same reasons.
Oh, your son's acting up?
I wouldn't say acting up, because he's not set to go down to bed for a while, but he's been a handful.
Yeah, she's usually in bed by well, how old's your son again? What, 10 months?
He's 11 months. Yep.
11 months?
That's
okay.
Yes.
Well, she's just over 3 years old now, and it's like, you have your routine every night, like you do your bedtime stories, and then she goes down, but bedtime starts at 7:30, and she's usually done by like 8:15. The problem being is that apparently, I don't know if she's at this age. You're gonna find out in a couple of years. I don't know if she's serious or not, but she's got to go to bathroom, and this has been an hour now. It's like, okay, I know it's probably there. It's just that the poor thing can't go, and it's like, so my wife is with her now. So we're good to go. It's just you might. I hope your editing skills are good, because you might hear some screaming in the back, like light, faint screaming in the background at some point if she finally goes.
You know what? I brought the laptop into the baby's room because he's out there with mom right now, and she might just like walk in at any time and start changing them. So I can't promise the same thing ain't gonna happen on my end.
All right, it's good to know.
So it's like it's almost like this podcast is being recorded in a daycare center or something.
All natural, at least, right?
Man, that's so weird, because I remember seeing your daughter in that video where she's playing with those game cases, and she kept saying they were movies.
Yep.
And that was like, what, a year ago now?
Probably about a year and a half, I think.
Man.
Something like that.
Because that was pretty. I don't really remember, but that was pretty soon after I subscribed, I believe. And so, like, I don't think she's been on camera since then, so she's kind of stuck in that. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I had her on, not too long ago, actually. So it was, I put up, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I put her up on YouTube, and it was only like maybe 20 seconds, and it was like she was in the game room, and she like put on a Klonoa hat I have, so I put the camera on real quick. I got like 20 seconds, and I was like, well, I did one like over a year ago, and it was nice because I threw it up there, and a lot of people remembered that other video, and they're like, oh my gosh, you got so big, you need to do more, and this and that. But whatever, it's nice to throw it up there once in a while.
Yeah, I was operating off of a really crummy computer for a good 6 months, and it couldn't handle YouTube videos. So it's like, I just got this laptop, so now I'm just kind of getting back into the YouTube scene. It's like all this stuff happened while I was out. So,
well, I got out a while back during a move, and you'll never catch up. I can't even keep up with what goes on that site now. I mean, anymore. Just trying to just watch, just having the time. It's basically what it is. There's no time anymore.
Yeah, I feel you on that. The time is very short. I've been recording this. The recorder kind of picks up automatically from the start. So I guess we'll just kind of make this the air, okay?
Hey, if that's how you want to do it, as long as we don't say anything too incriminating.
No, I think we're good. There was no social security number exchange or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I think we're good. Well, so speaking of stuff that's like been happening while I was out, they had this this podcast that started that you were on, the All Gen Gamers podcast, and like those three guys, I was subbed to all three of those guys, and they put out like collectively like 1 million videos since I've been out of YouTube.